Hello, thank you for clicking this video today. I really appreciate it. This is going to be a different video. I think it's really exciting though. Cardano is a network. Cardano is a blockchain that adds utility to businesses, to people that want to build, creatives. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're not going to be talking about Cardano. We're going to be talking about all of the awesome projects, games, metaverses, whatever it may be being built on top of Cardano, because it's not just about the blockchain. It's about these businesses that are building real utility for the world. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure you tell me down below what questions, what comments do you have. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't already, and I will keep making these videos for you if you enjoy them. We're going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the video, so make sure you stay till the end to learn how you can enter a 50 Djed giveaway. I'm going to be sending Djed straight to your Cardano wallet. So let's jump right into the first project. The first project, or someone building on Cardano, that I'm going to talk about is Milkomeda. Milkomeda is one of my favorites here because it's another network just like Cardano. It's actually a side chain on Cardano right now. Eventually, it's going to move to layer 2 with ZK rollups, meaning that it's more secure. And this network that Milkomeda is actually allows people to build their own dApps on it. And it's actually with EVM, the Ethereum virtual machine. Currently, the majority of the market share right now is on Ethereum. That's where people know how to build. That's where there's existing tooling. That's where there's existing dApps. So DC Spark, the company that built Milkomeda, said, well, we need an EVM-based sidechain so that people can build EVM dApps. And, because all of this tooling exists, because all of these developers already exist, we need a way for these developers to come to Cardano. We need a way for these products that are already built over there to be built on Cardano, and that's what Milkomeda is. Milkomeda is going to serve as a layer 2 protocol that connects Cardano to multiple other chains. Currently, Algorand, another blockchain, another layer 1 blockchain, is already connected to Milkomeda. So right now, Cardano is connected to Algorand because of Milkomeda. So then looking further here, if you go to Milkomeda's website, if you go to their dApp store and you scroll down, you can see all of the different products and, dexes and, ways of getting loans, video games. They're all listed on this dApp store here under Milkomeda. And if you look further, they actually have a video game already on Milkomeda right now from Paima Studios called Paima Volcaneers. One thing I'm very excited about with Paima Volcaneers is this idea of stateless NFTs. On Milkomeda right now, you can actually play a game and sign a transaction that updates and levels up an NFT over time. So very excited about Milkomeda and all of the things they're bringing to the forefront of our industry. I think Milkomeda and DC Spark is going to solve a lot of problems for video games, for people wanting to build an EVM, and really problems for Cardano. So let's go on to the next project today. Thank you to DC Spark. Love you guys as always. We're going to be brief with this one, but I think it's very important to conclude. I know you already have heard enough from me about Djed. Djed is actually a stablecoin implemented by Cody, and then it was researched and designed and written into a peer-reviewed paper by IOG, the developers of Cardano. And Djed is really one of the first stablecoins to come to Cardano, and it's algorithmically backed. Every Djed has at least 400% collateral behind it, meaning if you have one Djed, which is supposed to be equal to $1, there's at least $4 in ADA in a smart contract to ensure the stability of that price. And where does that collateral come from? It's actually other users on Cardano taking their ADA and putting it into the Shen pool. Shen is the reserve token. So when you get Shen, that accounts for the ADA that you have in there. And when you have Shen, you're essentially longing ADA. So I must have included Djed in here. It obviously launched this year. And because this is really a 2023, must know about projects, Djed is definitely one that you should look at. But let's go on to the next project today. The next project we're going to talk about today is World Mobile. World Mobile is planning on bringing real-world utility to real people. The first place they're going to do that is actually in Africa. Did you know that 3 billion people are unbanked? And Charles's mission with Cardano is to bank the unbanked, to bring these financial services to these people that are unbanked, because their lives will greatly increase because they have access to these traditional financial services. Well, Mickey, the founder and CEO of World Mobile's question to that is, well, how can we bank the unbanked if they're unconnected? These billions of people that don't have access to financial services, they also don't have access to internet, to electricity, to telecom services. And that's World Mobile's goal and mission, is to bring telecom services to these people, to bring internet to these people. They actually have these nodes right now called air nodes. And what these air nodes do is they give internet, telecom services, and electricity using this little node software with a solar panel on it. And how does that work with the blockchain? Well, anyone that is around one of these air nodes can come up to it and they can create a decentralized identity using this air node. Once they do that, they can have access to telecom services, to the internet, and now that decentralized identity is on the blockchain and is attached to them. And users can actually be paid for running these air nodes and offering these services to people. There's another form of node called an Earth node. Earth nodes are just like Stakepool operators on Cardano. These Earth nodes process these telecom service transactions so the people in Africa and eventually in other jurisdictions, they can continue to process their transactions, use the telecom services, etc. And that's what I love so much about World Mobile is it looks at, blockchain, and it looks at the communities and the incentivization, and they pay people to build real services and real utility for people around the world. So very excited about World Mobile. Earth nodes are going to be launching soon. They already have stuff up on the ground. I'll show you a little bit in this video here of them actually bringing real value to real people today, and it's going to be on the Cardano blockchain. So thank you, World Mobile. Let's jump on to the next project. The next project we're going to be talking about today is Minswap. Minswap is actually a decentralized exchange on Cardano that allows you to get on there and trade any of the Cardano native assets that you have. Minswap is oftentimes cheaper than every other DEX on Cardano. Why is that? It's because they have 100 million ADA locked up in TVL on Minswap right now. So when you go on there to trade $1,000 or $10,000, you're not getting eaten by slippage fees. Minswap actually gave out or is giving out 70% of their total supply to users on Cardano for liquidity farming. And I really appreciate and prefer protocols that give most of their tokens away to users for using the platform instead of selling a large amount of those tokens to VCs. Minswap was actually funded by Project Catalyst, which is what allowed them to ship a product to launch very quickly. They're one of the earlier DEXs. It's a great looking UI and UX. They actually have a zap feature on there right now where you can get on there with, say 1,000 ADA and then zap your ADA into another token and then instantly start farming it as liquidity rewards, which is great in my opinion. Normally what you have to do is if you want to farm, say Minswap and then an ADA pair, you have to buy a little bit of Minswap, you have to leave that amount of ADA in there, then you have to provide it all as liquidity, whereas on Minswap you can do that in one transaction with the zap feature. So I love Minswap. I think there's a lot of great things to come, and let's jump on to the next project. So the fifth project we're going to be talking about today is actually two projects. I wanted to include some NFTs in this video. We can't leave out NFTs. I know not everyone cares about them, but there are great NFT projects on Cardano. The first one we're going to be talking about is Claymates. So Claymates actually launched last year, and they've done a great job since. They've shot a lot of shots, and they haven't missed one of them. In the beginning, all it was handcrafted and hand-molded clays that you could buy and have in your Cardano wallet. Following that, they did another mint with Good Charlotte, which kind of have more of an edgy Halloween theme to them. And then after that, they actually partnered with Snoop Dogg's son to make music and build a metaverse. So there's actually going to be a festival-style clay metaverse where right now you can actually buy plots. These plots have music attached to them, really cool. And these plots are actually a piece of this big map that I'm going to show here on screen. And you can actually have these plots there. You can have your Claymates in these plots. So the metaverse is coming soon. Really looking forward to the more shots that they take because I know that they're not going to miss. But we're going to do a 2-in-1 here because I wanted to mention NFTs. The next one is Djed Pixel. Djed Pixel, the original mint, was amazing. It was a gamified mint. It wasn't just getting on there and clicking one button and getting your NFT. You actually saw every NFT that was going to come in order. There were 3 seasons, but in season 1, there was 1,000 NFTs. And you could see what NFTs were coming next. So it became this gamified experience to where, who's going to get this one? We can all see that 10 away from us is a legendary alien. So how am I going to get that alien? You just sit there with your ADA ready to click the button. So I minted a lot of Djed Pixels just because of that fun little game. But it doesn't stop there. They're actually going on to create a player versus player video game out of the Djed Pixel NFTs. And then that player versus player video game, for playing it and you win, you actually win ADA rewards. And there's actually royalties paid back to the original Djed Pixel holders from people coming in there and using the vault or the forge to forge new Djed Pixels. There really is a lot with Dead Pixel and with Claymates, but I had to include some NFTs. So if you guys made it till the end of the video, please type in Encore down below, and that will enter you into a giveaway for Djed. Let me know what you think of this video. Do you want to see more videos like this where I just talk about projects and not just Cardano? I would love to hear from you guys if you enjoyed it. Make sure you like the button and everything else. Subscribe, you know, all the YouTube stuff. But you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye. Love you guys.